Good morning, it's Thursday, September 3rd, 2015. I'm forecaster Mark Spencer from NeoWeather.com. Another hazy and humid day in store, maybe a few storms out there this afternoon as well. We have plenty of heat arriving for the Labor Day weekend. However, will storms affect your weekend plans? I have the latest details coming up in just a moment. Some clouds moving across Ohio this morning. That'll keep temperatures from rising so quick early this morning, but we're going to get quite warm today. We do have a little shower out there this morning that's affecting, now portions of Ashtabula County. Moved across portions of Lake County off the lake, just south of Route 90 in Geneva, moving across central Ashtabula County, and also a little south across far northern Trumbull County. These are just pushing off to the southeast, and they'll likely diminish as they continue into Pennsylvania. Across the rest of Ohio, fairly dry this morning. We had a few pop-up showers out west, but right now they're gone. A few pop-up showers right around Marietta, Parkersburg, West Virginia, and Coolville. As we look across the rest of the country this morning, we're looking at showers and storms across Lake Michigan, up into the northern lower portion of Michigan, if you will. A few showers and storms also off the Georgia and South Carolina coast, and just off the coast of Louisiana as well. Otherwise, fairly quiet across a good majority of the country. A few showers out west, but noticeably dry otherwise across a vast portion of the country. Temperatures warm in the central and eastern part right now, a little cooler out west. Temperatures this morning across the area generally in the upper 60s to low 70s. We're at 73 Port Clinton, 70 Cleveland, 71 Akron and Canton, and Mansfield. The cool spot this morning, Dover, New Philly at 65 degrees. The temperatures in green, that's our dew point temperature. They're a little bit warmer than they were yesterday morning. Already in the middle 60s, 70 at Port Clinton, but again, they're right on the lake. And we're going to see temperatures flirting with 70 once again today. And a couple places may get a little higher. So it's going to be a very hot, humid and muggy day out there across the area. Our almanac for today, yesterday's high 89 degrees. I believe Akron and Canton did hit 90, the low 68. Our averages are 78 and 60 respectively, so you can see we're now well above those. Our record high today is 101. We won't break any records today. Just a trace of rain at Hopkins yesterday. A couple locations saw a little bit more than that. Sunrise is at 6:55 a.m. and sunsets at 7:57 p.m. On our futurecast, we get a few showers off to the east this morning as we saw on the radar. Then we get through the late morning, early afternoon dry before we see storms develop later this afternoon. Generally off to the west, will dry out overnight, but we may see a couple storms pop up right around daybreak once again in pretty much any location. And then we stay fairly dry for Friday. However, I do have a model now suggesting a couple isolated storms Friday afternoon and early evening. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Otherwise, I think we're going to get a dry day. And temperatures today are quickly going to rise into the 80s. We'll get into the upper 80s by 2-3 o'clock or so. A few locations have a good shot at hitting 90. Another warm and muggy night overnight here before temperatures rise once again Friday afternoon, but not as warm. How about the middle 80s by 2-3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon? And a couple locations then might get into the upper 80s, but I think otherwise it's going to be about 84 to 86 across the majority of the area. Our forecast for today, a little hazy this morning. A couple rain showers out to the east, no big deal. Otherwise, expect partly cloudy skies, isolated storms possible, generally to the west later this afternoon, but one could really pop up just about anywhere. Another humid and hot day with highs right around 87. Winds will be out of the northwest at about 6 to 10. I did up the precipitation chance just a little bit from last night. Akron and Canton, I'm going to keep you dry through much of the day with a slight chance of an isolated storm later this afternoon. That's probably towards Worcester and Mansfield more than anything. Again, a hot and humid day with a high right around 88, and down here I would not be surprised to see a couple locations hit 90. Overnight tonight, we're looking at another muggy night in store. A few storms early possible. Can't rule it out. Also can't rule out an isolated storm right around daybreak. Again, a nice muggy night in store if you enjoy that weather. A light and variable wind with lows right around 67. On our 7-day forecast, we're really going to crank up the heat this Labor Day weekend. First Friday, partly cloudy again. There might be an isolated storm. Stay tuned for the latest. Highs right around 85. An isolated afternoon storm possible Saturday. A little bit better chance Saturday night, however. A high of 89. A few storms for your Sunday and 89. How about 90 Labor Day Monday? An isolated late day thunderstorm possible. A lot going on outdoors this weekend. The air show and a couple Oktoberfests out there and some homecomings in some communities. So if you are headed out, keep an eye to the sky. Watch out for that storm. There's storms around rather. And don't forget, drink plenty of water. Wear some sunscreen as well. There'll be a lot of sun out there. It's going to be very hot. A little cooler as we head into next week with a cold front coming through. Scattered storms both Tuesday and Wednesday. Highs on Tuesday in the middle 80s and right around 80 on Wednesday.